everyone. My name is Mary Rose from Orchestra, and I'm here with Victor Gorodinsky from the UW Russian Folk Orchestra, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the performance that you're about to see. So what type of music are we going to be seeing today?
Well, we are called Russian Folk Orchestra, so we specialize in Russian folk music, but we also play other East European folk music. We've played Slavic, Ukrainian, Belarusian. Occasionally we play a piece of Western music. We've done modern music. We like to try different things, but of course our main thing, our emphasis is on Russian folk music.
Are there any unique instruments in the ensemble that we won't see in traditional Western orchestras?
Oh yeah, most of our instruments are unique to this ensemble, to Russian folk music. We have two groups of stringed instruments, and they come in different sizes. The oval-shaped domras, D-O-M-R-A, and the triangular balalaikas. And as I said, we have 4 or 5 sizes of each. So we have quite a few of these instruments. And they're unique to Russian folk music. As far as I know, no other culture uses them. And we also have 2 accordions, actually one accordion, which people know, and one bayan, which is a button accordion. We also use some Western instruments. We have flute and oboe, and we do use percussion, occasional percussion instruments. Basically, they're the same as used in symphony. Nothing too specific there. And we also have, that's the instruments. We have our vocalist with us, Anya Gubinkova, and we will also feature a children's chorus. I don't want to give away too much right now, but as far as the instruments, yeah, they are very special and very unique.
And how long have you been teaching this, and how did you get involved in the orchestra?
Oh, well, the orchestra itself, last April, we celebrated our 20th anniversary. It's unbelievable, but it's true. We had a big anniversary concert in April, and we just released a CD and DVD of that concert. Well, I've been doing it all my life, really. As you probably know, I am originally from Russia. I've lived in this country for quite a few years, but when I moved to Madison, I lived elsewhere before, I had this passion to try to start a new, fresh Russian folk ensemble. And I did. I mean, it took a while. At first it was just small, but then we started growing. Now we have almost 40 people.
Wow.
Yeah. And so it's just something that I've been doing all my life, and I can't live without it.
And what instruments do you yourself play?
Well, initially I'm a classical guitarist. That's my main music thing. I don't really play too much these days, but as far as our instruments are concerned, I play some of them, not all of them. But I don't really play these days. I direct, I conduct, but I also do pretty much everything for the group. I do arrangements, orchestrations, I find new music, I find new people, etc., etc. So I don't really play much these days. I mostly do directing. Yeah, but I am a guitarist classical guitarist by my first education.
And what do you think about the International Festival and the value that it has to our community?
We love it. No, I think it's a great venue. We've been doing it for, probably 10 years, maybe more. For a while, we're regulars every year. I think it's an amazing thing. We, as you probably know, in our city, we have this astonishing wealth of musicians, ethnic ensembles. It's unbelievable. And it's really fantastic that we have this event once a year where we can showcase our talent, in Madison's talent, and it's also great that there is no admission, so people can just come and enjoy it. So International Festival is one of our highlights during the year. We always look forward to it. We love doing it.
Great. Well, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you.
And now look forward to the UW Russian Folk Orchestra. We'll be beginning in just a minute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here. We've played here for a number of years. We love participating in the International Fest. We have quite a program for you, and since there are no printed programs, I'll be telling you what we're doing. The first piece we just played was the Hymn to the Great City by a Russian Soviet composer, Reinhold Klier. The great city in question, of course, is St. Petersburg, Russia. Somehow I doubted when he composed it that he was thinking of Madison, Wisconsin. Somewhere area. Our next piece is Expanses of My Homeland. In Russian, that would be Родные просторы, by another Russian composer, Nikolai Belashkin. Expanses of My Homeland. Really fun. Not that it wasn't fun before. Please welcome the Spring Russian Children's Chorus, directed by our vocal soloist, who you will hear later in the program, Anya Gudenkova. Please welcome them.
Калина,
forgot to tell you the name of this piece. It was Snowball Tree on the Mountain. Weren't they adorable? We love working with them. Next is a march by none else but Sergei Prokofiev. Short and sweet. I'd like to take just a minute. We do it sometimes we don't, but we will do it today. I'd like to take just a minute and very quickly show you, if you're not familiar, the instruments that we use, because I know some of you have been to our concerts, but some of you probably have not. So we have two main groups of stringed instruments. On your left, we have the domras, and they come in three different sizes. So we start with the smaller one, the prima domras. They come in 3- and 4-string varieties. Thank you. Then they get a little bigger, and we have the alto domras. What's so funny? Okay. And we have bass domras. Well, that is funny. Okay. On your right, we have famous Russian triangular balalaikas, and we have. That's probably some famous. We start again. We have 5 sizes. We'll start with the primas. Then we have 2 groups of accompanying balalaikas. They are secunda and altos. They're a little bigger. Bass balalaika. And finally, that is way my favorite, 3 contrabasses. Sometimes when we do this, after the concert, people come to us or to me and say, why is it that you have all the balalaikas on this side, but why are the contrabasses that are balalaikas on the other side? Are you wondering that too? Yeah. We also have flute and oboe. And we have 1 accordion. I'm sure you've seen those before. And 1 bayan. The difference between accordion and bayan is accordions have piano-style black and white keys on the right. Bayans have buttons instead. Thank you. And occasionally we use some percussion.